Welcome back to James Parker Sculpture. My name's James, and in this video follow me as I head from my studio in Fife over to Powderhall Bronze Foundry in Edinburgh to collect my latest bronze sculpture. As with casting any bronze, this process begins with making the original in another medium. In the middle of winter 4 months ago, I created an apple in slate with a wooden stalk. If the first part of this video looks familiar to you, I did post a video of the original build back in January. This version does include quite a lot of my thought processes while I'm constructing this slate original. In making this slate original in Vermont green slate, I work with many different slates and this is one of my favourites. Here I'm using the angle grinder with a diamond encrusted disc just to remove a few small lumps and bumps and get the most out of slate that would otherwise be wasted. Beginning at the bottom, I take a lot of care forming the base of the apple. The first few slates are very important to get just right as they set me off in the right direction.
You say take me on a treasure hunt. I long for something new. Have you heard the fairies when they sing and dance? Oh, I wish it was me. Every night when I close my eyes, I see.
With a small piece like this apple, I want it to be really precise, so here you see me comparing the thickness of each individual slate. This gives me the best chance of keeping everything as level as possible. So often I get asked how long it takes to build one of these sculptures, and here you can get an idea of the amount of time involved as you can see the sunlight travelling across the sculpture as it moves throughout the day. I want the apple to be heart-shaped and at this point begin creating an impression by cutting into the slate from both sides of the apple. Ultimately I want to see the stalk through the gap in the centre of the apple and I do my best to keep some symmetry. When I've completed this piece, the slates are fixed in place, although larger pieces can be left dry and not fixed at all. For practical reasons, I usually do secure them. As well as keeping the form just the way I want it, at this point I'm also taking care to think ahead so that I can complete the apple with two slates that are the mirror image of each other. I know that this will be much easier on the eye.
You say take me on a treasure hunt. I long for something new. Have you heard the fairies when they sing and dance? Oh, I wish it was me every night. When I close my eyes, I see beauty lives in me. I know I don't yet know it, so I trust you when you say that beauty lives in me too.
I'm using wood for the stalk, and in this case the entire apple's being cast in bronze. Normally when I make a slate apple I still have the stalk cast in bronze, and I do like the fact that the bronze retains some of the qualities of the wood.
I promise you that we learn through the wrongs, and even the rough can be sweet. Just close your eyes and know beauty lives in me. I know I don't yet know it, so I trust you when you say that beauty lives in me too.
I begin shaping the wood with a coarse grit sandpaper attached to the grinder.
It's gonna take some time to get there. I don't care, I don't care. I'm in for the fight. It's gonna take some time, but I know that beauty lives in me.
Once I've got the stalk pretty much shaped as I want it, I use increasingly fine grit sandpaper to remove the marks left by the grinder.
I don't yet know it, so I trust you when you say that beauty lives in me too.
After completing the slate original, I pack it up ready for taking to the foundry. so much time looking around here. There's some amazing things to see, but unfortunately it's other people's work, so I can't really go snooping around and showing you too many things. A haircut and a suntan later, and I'm heading back to the Foundry. Well, let's see how it's turned out then. So this is the slate original that you've just seen in that recap, and this is the one the 55cm bronze has been cast from. A mother mould's been made using pink rubber, and some of the pink rubber remains here. That'll be cleaned up, and then this will be sold as a sculpture in its own right. Now let's go and find out how the bronze turned out. And here we have the first of the 55cm bronze apples. I think it's turned out amazingly well, and the detail's absolutely fantastic. I'll be taking this back to the workshop and packing it up, and it's already got a home to go to in London. I love the bronze patina and this traditional brown colour, which I think is a bit more authentic than some of the colours that I've used in the past. The way the light catches these edges really lights it up and makes the piece sing. Now I'm also here to collect a 93cm bronze, which I also made in a YouTube video quite some time ago, and this is the second of 6 limited edition bronze apples. The first of the 6 apples was the piece I unveiled in a video recently. It was set to be the star of the show on my stand at Chelsea Flower Show this year. This is number 2 of those 6 apples. The first one's been sold already and will be installed in someone's garden in the very near future. I love to work on this scale, and whenever you drop a slate original off at a foundry like this, then you put a huge amount of trust in the people that work here, and as always they've delivered, and this is absolutely fantastic. I'm really over the moon with it and can't wait for this one also to find a new home. Of course, because of the work that I do, the nature of it, I work for clients all over the world, and it really is quite exciting. You never know when you create a piece like this where it's going to go off to. I've got a piece that's just leaving for Australia this week. It was actually supposed to leave quite some time ago, but because of all that's going on in the world, other things have been at the top of various people's agendas, and it'll be headed off soon, and goodness knows where this piece will be headed. So let's get these pieces boxed up and head back to the workshop.
Think about me, because I'm starting to doubt we will find our way back to each other when you're on the other side of the world. I'm here and I'm waiting, but I know I can't say that we didn't end it for good reason. Still I'm hoping we'll be meeting soon. Everybody needs some time to figure themselves out, but I want you close, and I still have hope. I'm waiting every day for you to come back and tell me we can work it out, forget about the past. Now time moves slow, I'm not high or low, no, I'm somewhere in the middle and a little bit messed up.
I've just realised I'm boxing this up, and I'm going to have to take it back out of the box to be able to take a photo of it somewhere. Anyway, I guess it's got to be safe when I move it, so.
I'm feeling so lonely when you never phone me. I put your picture on my window.
One down, one to go.
Feel alright. But I knew it would not be easy, spending time apart, and I almost can't believe it. Believe that you're gone, and I don't think this will get better until you come around. I guess that everybody.
So the idea here is to lift the pallet up to the same height as the apple, and then walk the apple over onto the pallet, and we're going to use a piece of threaded bar like this here into the bottom of the apple and fasten it to the pallet. That's the idea. Let's see how it works out. Down a tiny bit. Forward.
That's been touching that block and that slide there.
Without you, everything stops. But I want you close, and I still have hope. I'm waiting every day for you to come back.
The sunshine was good while it lasted.
Work it out, forget
Let's head back to Fife now.
move slow. I'm not high.
Well, I really hope you've enjoyed the journey. I find the process absolutely fascinating. I'm really thrilled with the way the two apples have turned out. I think adding bronze to my slate and glasswork really does add another dimension, more possibilities, and you never know what might come of it in the future. It really does excite me, and I really hope you've enjoyed the journey. I also want to take this opportunity to say a massive thank you to everyone out there who's hit that subscribe button and followed me from 0 to 4,000 subscribers in about 6 months. So many of you, of course, have come over from my brother's channel, Graham Parker, the Hoof GP. If you're not one of those many people, then go and check out the Hoof GP here on YouTube. What Graham does is absolutely fantastic, looking after animals and their health, and you'll see some incredible scenery down in the southwest of Scotland. If you did enjoy this video, then please do me a huge favour and give it a big thumbs up and tell me what you think in the comments. I read every one of them and get back to as many as I possibly can. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're safe, I hope you're well, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.